Es gibt einen zweiten Teil. Tracks NYC hat den zweiten Teil rausgehauen. Und zwar, kennt ihr noch das Video, wo er Hollywood-Filme analysiert, ob es realistisch ist oder nicht.
It's flawless.
It's 150 million.
If you happen to snatch a 100-carat diamond, cut it to a 95-carat. If you really want to play it safe, cut to 50-carat. After you off a heist like that, everybody would be on the lookout. Nobody getting away with that one.
Believe that.
Believe that. Believe that. Here's the way you could tell this is absolute bullshit.
Holy crap.
We're looking at Snatch, Ocean's 8
Boah, Snatch, sehr, sehr cooler Film. Sehr, sehr cooler Film. Der Diamantenkopf, einer meiner Lieblingsfilme. Boah, Diamantenkopf, ich glaube, ich habe den auch gerne geguckt damals. Da war ich natürlich noch viel, viel jünger. Der Diamantenkopf. Ja, ich gucke, vielleicht fällt mir gleich was dazu ein. Ich habe gerade kein Bild vor Augen. Martin Lawrence im Übrigen ist auch unter Vertrag bei Producer Michael.
And we're gonna see if their jewelry game is the real deal and it makes sense, or it's just made up Hollywood nonsense.
Cooles Videoformat.
So we're gonna start off with Ocean's 8. Let's see what we see here. Let's see what they're pulling out of this box.
Ich erinnere mich daran gar nicht
A
mehr.
big case coming in. I never watched this movie, but
Cartier.
she opens it. And it's a bunch of glass. If I was watching this in the theaters, I'd get up and walk out. They could have used cubic zirconias. They could have used something that's gonna have life. Diamonds gotta have life. They gotta have pop. Those are not even cubic zirconias. Those are plastic. No, I mean, I don't know what they are, but the cubics really have life in them. They have a different type of life, a different type of rainbowy sparkle until they scratch and dull. That stone, it's below my pay grade.
Right, okay, we can get it off. Hang on.
Oh, I have to do it. It requires a special magnet.
Special magnet.
Yes.
That's cool. Can I just see that again out of interest?
Sure.
Yeah, special magnet, or you can just rip it off her neck. I mean, it's possible to do that, but that's not, that doesn't make any sense. You could take this thing off one way or another. It looks nice. It's a well-made necklace, so to speak, and they made it for the movie.
Schön.
But obviously they didn't use real stones, but they didn't use the best quality zirconias either. The same thing in Uncut Gems than when they were using a crazy opal synthetic nonsense. For a person who's around diamonds every day, it doesn't look like it's doing it. Okay, so this looks like it's got shot in real Cartier with real Cartier jewelry. Those are real diamonds, those are real sapphires, those are
was für
real
ein Unterschied.
because that's a real jewelry store that they're shooting that in. And
Yo.
you can tell when you see those emeralds, those sapphires, they pop right out of the camera. Not like that glass they were showing you earlier. Fancy, intense, yellow, natural, teardrop-shaped diamonds. Look at that movie that they just showed. Pinkish, purplish. Those are the types of gems that are 800 grand or maybe 1.5 million. Look at that color, look at that depth, and look at those gems. I mean, they really come to life. This scene is a visual feast. Those are called cabochon-cut sapphires. They're just polished sapphires with no, just like that on the tip of that ring. It's not faceted, it's just smooth. They walled out.
It's called the Toussaint. It's over 6 pounds of diamonds.
6 pounds to carats. Well, let's convert that. 13,607 carats. So she's talking about 13,607 carats if it doesn't include the gold or whatever it is. Just wish it was visually impressive. They tried real hard. And if you use clean cubic zirconia, you're gonna do great. You're gonna be able to make something that's really can fool you for a second. But they didn't use high quality cubic zirconia either. You know, I know how these movies are made. These people come and they're asking jewelers, can you help make this? Can you do this? Can you do that? You get a cubic zirconia that even 13,000 carats of cubic zirconia is still gonna cost you a couple of $1,000. If to get it done right, it would be 20, 30, 40 grand. But in all reality, when you have a piece like this, those are massive size stones. You're talking about 25 million, 30 million. Some of those stones are 500,000. So the biggest stone over there is looking like 100 carats, 110 carats, somewhere in there. Those are $100 million, $150 million piece. You know, how much would a necklace like that be? How much do they say it is in the movie?
That necklace is valued at over $150 million. It would require its own security team, a new insurance policy.
But I'm sure you'll work out all those details.
Oh, I'm afraid the answer is no.
I lent jewelry to Julia Fox. She went to something. Definitely a possibility, but you don't lend the $150 million one unless it's Beyonce, and even then, the stress of having somebody who didn't pay for it.
Studying the necklace was great. Without that diversion, we wouldn't have been able to grab these. $38,300,000 each.
Here's the way you could tell this is absolute bullshit. All of the round stones are pretty much the same size. The gaps between the sapphire and the stone are enormous. Some pearl crown, rinky-dinky pearls, ruining the movie magic. The way it's supposed to look in real life, knock you out of your socks. The way it looked in the Cartier store in the scene, I mean, I'm hoping the audience and everybody else could see the difference between what the f this is. And compare that to the
gar kein
Vergleich. That just had different fancy cut stones. Now look at these stones right here. A monster-sized opal over there. It doesn't have all the colors you'd expect. It's green and blue. All sorts of unique cuts of diamonds that are made just for that crazy bracelet. This bangle from Legend of Zelda that you could be wearing to be able to lift the Goron stones.
Get over here, Goro!
Or whatever the f is going on. And then you have an emerald, sapphire, ruby necklace. So look at the quality of those emeralds. It's completely ridiculous. That piece is completely ridiculous. The emeralds are stupid clean. The diamonds are stupid clean. So that is the type of piece that would be costing 20 M's.
Nein.
People want that Cartier. They need that Cartier. They need all those
20 Mio? Was?
pieces to keep their baby mama secret families happy or whatever they got. Cartier will let you in their shit to film it if you're a big movie. They're not giving you shit to put on the refrigerator for any scene of anything. You're gonna put that costume shit in there.
Regional theater, but she trained at Juilliard.
It's really a magnificent piece. This was your mother's?
Are they worth something? They're worth quite a lot. Take these, my mother said.
I'd give you every star in that sky.
It must be difficult for you.
So those stones should be all laser inscribed. There should be a really tiny laser inscription on every single diamond on a necklace like that. If they're all supposed to be GIA certified stones, you'd have to recut every single stone to get away with it. If you happen to snatch a 100 carat diamond, cut it to a 95 carat. You really want to play it safe? Cut 250 carats. So it should be laser inscribed at that level. It should be GIA certified. After you off a heist like that, yeah, everybody would be on the lookout, and this guy would be this and that, so that nobody getting away with that one. The real deal people at the top of the world, people think they'll live forever. They get that shit, or they get this necklace with the idea of thinking that it's holding its value. You put it in the safe, and then you're gonna do something with it, and it's insured, and you're laundering money, or you're doing something like this. You usually just die with that shit in a safe, and then somebody else gets it, cashes it in for 30% of the money, and that's that. So Ocean's 8, you tried very, very hard. The best thing you did is to get in a Cartier and fill some of the jewelry. But once you filmed that, and then you showed the Halloween decorations, you lost me a little bit. But it was cool, it was entertaining. The movies, Snatch.
Jetzt kommt's. So ein cooler Film. Wer ihn nicht gesehen hat, Snatch, so gut.
First thing off the bat, they never roll 4 deep. Straight up. Everyone's doing their own thing, getting their own money. I've never seen 4 deep or roll out like that ever.
Are you trying to give me hot?
This setting right here, yeah, it looks more or less, except that in an Orthodox Jewish setting, they're not gonna have that bottle over there.
Yo! Das krass.
Under the clock, the little naked look or whatever it is.
Boah.
They take that off the wall immediately. This guy's looking at a jewelry loop. The guy sitting at the desks, yeah, that looks like the real deal, so to speak. Late 90s, early 2000s type vibe. If they were looking at diamonds, they'd have the lights on their table and things like that. And it's more or less, more or less. Right. was an intense robbery. You have to get out of a... First, they'd have to enter through a trap door, which they didn't do. You got to get buzzed into one door. Then you're looked at, who the f*** are you? And then you get it buzzed into the next door. If you pass that,
Das ist nicht real.
In this situation. So these little disguises and all this other stuff with this dude. So here, you know, they used at least a decent gemstone, something with real nice facets. It's a zirconia or it's whatever it is, but at least it has a feeling of a diamond. It doesn't look like salt. The light is refracting out of there, and it's cut pretty interesting. You have the cut of something that is actually precious.
86 carats.
Brilliant cut. Beautiful. Clean, no fluorescence. A beautiful stone.
You're a good boy, Frankie. A good boy, and you did a real good job.
That was a real talk. No fluorescence, 86 carat. Fluorescence is where a diamond under ultraviolet light glows. You don't want that. You want no fluorescence. Be strong blue fluorescence, and then once it goes into the strong realm, it affects the way the diamond looks under natural light, and you don't want that. That looks like an 86 carat diamond, but it's rarely 86 on the dot.
Now, when do you get back?
I gotta move the mellies and the two grainers here. Couple of this.
Talk to my cousin Doug.
So when he says the mellies, he's gonna move the mellies here, he said. What are mellies? Mellies are the varieties of different small stones. You got SIs, you got 50 pointers, you got 20 pointers, you got half a pointer, you got all the mellies. Liquidate the mellies so we could use them for tracksonmyc.com and jewelry like this. These are all stones that mellies are used.
So?
Easy.
No, it's a moissanite.
A what a night?
It's Mickey Mouse, mate. Spurious. Not genuine.
Moissanites are hard. They're hard like a diamond, but they don't really look like a diamond. What is a diamond? A diamond is a carbon crystal. Now, a moissanite is carbon and silicone. That's how they're grown, that's how they're made, and it makes it, binds it, but it plays with the light differently, and it's just a synthetic stone that doesn't really have a real value.
And it's worth cool.
You can have a lab diamond, but they're still carbon crystals, so the definition matters. But when someone asks you, hey, is that a diamond? You don't want to say, no, it's a moissanite. If you pull up in a Toyota Supra and someone says, hey, is that a Ferrari? And you say, no, it's a Toyota Supra. A moissanite is a Toyota Supra. It's not a Ferrari. You have to say what it is. What is it? That's what it is. And that's what the moissanite is, or that's what he's telling us. If you take his word for it, in a pawn shop scenario, you're going to take somebody's word for it. They'll do you in. There's a lot of pawn shop people that people come in with stuff, and they tell them, this is this, and they'll give you $5 grand for a $150,000 stone. It's happened many times.
Meh.
So what is he looking at right here? This chick?
He's having a good time with her, bro.
Yeah. He is having a good time over there.
You're plenty f***ing stupid, I'll give you that.
And like my piece right here, I'm the only one with the Zelda piece. And of course I put the natural diamond bail. Just bought this pinky ring for myself. The first ring I ever sold on eBay looked exactly like this. I called it the Phantom ring. The visible setting, concave. It was in white gold. I put it up. I called it the Phantom ring. I sold it for $750. It cost me $750. I sold it for $750. I just bought this one. It was about to be scrapped. I bought it for $1450. Double the price I sold it for in 2004, when gold was $350 an ounce.
Here is the 10 grand.
No, we want this. Well, at least half of this.
What was in the case was mine. What was in the bookcase was yours. Okay?
Yeah, no, they definitely should have disappeared with that shit immediately. They shouldn't have been standing there holding it 1 inch from his face going, hey, we need half of this, at least half. You go, you disappear, you make some phone calls, you talk to a couple of people, but once it gets certified by GIA, they'll laser the inscription on the girdle. So that might have not made it to GIA, it might have been cut. I mean, you know, you could do it like that, so.
Jeez, it's flawless.
It could be 40 M's, it could be something like that. It's in the millions. What are you gonna do with a stone like that? It's a very, very trackable stone. Again, recut it, shave off some carats. Then you have to do your homework. And who can you trust and go on an adventure? Come out of the mines with that and say, look, I found it. So when it comes to Snatch, they did a good job on the lingo. They did a good job on the jewelry and the aesthetics. They did a fantastic job. Instead of, you know, just look at my big necklace as it was in whatever the movie that was. Now we're looking at Blue Streak. Let's see what they got in the jewelry department.
Ah, okay.
Open sesame.
Come on, Eddie. You got the rock?
Miles is right behind you, man.
Eddie.
What the hell you doing?
17 million full ways. Too greedy for that, Eddie.
The old school triple cross, double cross. You want to make it a clean robbery? You don't want to murder somebody on the roof. Like, hey, isn't this Eddie's friend? Yeah, falls on a cop car. That's not what you want. You want to get away, and that's that. And there's been heists just recently. You didn't see the recent heist? That one at the airport in Canada where they got away with like 20 M's of gold or something.
Nah.
Elite robbery crews from all sorts of places. They're working overtime, having a field day. See, this cut of a stone is look like a cliche diamond cut. Like, what the hell is that? So the cut of the stone is a little ridiculous. It could be that, but where are the facets, you know what I'm saying, that really give this brilliance and really make this pop? I could cut that myself for you.
Where's Eddie?
Don't worry.
Get the rock? What?
Got the rock!
Yeah, so this is back in the 90s when nobody even knew what the hell a diamond even was. You just knew it was for rich people, and you'd watch a movie like this and your imagination would do the rest of the work. Snatch, they had a better rock over there. And this is doesn't even look like the same cut they just had. It's a different stone, but obviously, you know, they wanted to shoot that scene looking like that for the movie Magic. The average person out there, what is that? As soon as you take their brain off the rails, they can't concentrate on the rest of the fucking movie.
Believe that.
Believe that. Believe that.
Oh. Look at you. It was all worth it for you, baby.
Now he's back to a whole different rock again.
Oh, Mom.
He shouldn't have been sitting there kissing his fucking stone and doing extra shit. Struggling to get that stone. Man, the 90s was the time, man. It's not a diamond, it's a rock. Is that Dave Chappelle right there? Let me see this scene real quick.
That's the shit. Yeah, you right, that's the shit. What are you talking about, man? Come on, let's get out of here, because I want my...
The way he made that simple-ass line, mad comical. It's about the same size as the Snatch diamond, really. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's just put in an 80-carat diamond. We just had a diamond downstairs. This, you know, Benjamin has like a 20-carat yellow one. Yellow? Cushion cut, yeah. It's like this big, yeah, it's that big. It's crazy. It's like an M1/2 or something. This is a classic emerald cut diamond right here. This is an emerald cut, 80-carat. They're talking about an 80-carat is selling for 8 M's, 4 to 8 million. Okay, depending on, we don't know the clarity that they're selling.
17 million full ways.
Yeah, but that 17 million in the 90s is like 60 million today. If it's the clarity it's supposed to be, yes. If it's an SI, something like that, then maybe 8 M's you'll be able to get away with this. So we watched them all. My favorite scene was the real Cartier store out of Ocean's 8. That was the real deal for me. And the Snatch, the jewelry that they were wearing in that thing, and the little snips and snaps, they really worked on the lingo, but nothing hits like real gems. Real is real. The real gems have energy. They have an energy because they come from the world, they come from nature. You can make them synthetic, you can make them this, it just doesn't have it because it's just not it. The gems are a game. It's a game of desire. You could die for it, you could live for it, you can make the money, you could die with it, you could wear it once, you could get robbed. And that's just the human nature. What are they showing you in all these movies? Everybody running around trying to get that gem and sell it, get papered up. You saw the breakdown, please like and subscribe, you know what it means.
Cooles Video.
So,
sehr coole Serie.
Up in the ranking so we can keep hustling out here.
Sehr, sehr cooles Videoformat. Hat mir gefallen. Cartier im Laden, die Sachen sahen natürlich auch ganz, ganz anders aus. Es war eine ganz andere Quali. Ganz, ganz andere Quali. Da sieht man, was alles möglich ist. Weil, ich sag mal so, eben hat auch jemand gefragt, wieso der Verlust ist. Ne? Guck mal, wenn du Schmuck kaufst, ohne jetzt Branding, ne, kannst du davon ausgehen, dass du so circa 10-15% wieder bekommst. Beispielsweise, du kaufst jetzt irgendwie so Schmuck und der ist eingepreist, dann verlierst du schon so 80% vom Value beim Wiederverkauf. Mindestens. Bei Cartier und so weiter hält sich das dann natürlich ein bisschen besser. Wenn du jetzt seltene Stücke hast, dann ist es in der Theorie schon möglich, dass du halt auch nur die Hälfte verlierst oder 60% nur Brand machst. Das Problem ist halt, jemanden zu finden, der das dann kauft. Wenn du zu einem Händler gehst, wirst du immer Verlust machen. Immer Verlust machen. Also die besten Produkte sind dann zum Beispiel Cartier Love Bracelet. Selbst beim Cartier Love Bracelet, was so das beste Produkt im Schmuckbereich ist, was Wert angeht, wirst du mit Sicherheit auch 50% Brand machen. Kommt auf die Größe an. Aber 50% wirst du auch dann verlieren. Also darum, ja, müsst ihr euch das zweimal. Schmuck ist zum Schmücken. Aber wenn man ein cooler Typ ist, kauft man sich das Ganze trotzdem. Das Einzige, wo man bei Schmuck Glück haben kann, sage ich euch, zum Beispiel Monte. Monte hat mit seinem Goldschmuck überall Plus gemacht. Und zwar liegt das daran, wenn du dir jetzt eine klassische Cuban Chain holst, ne? So, die hat ja so und so viel Gramm Gold. Das Einzige, was passieren muss, ist, dass der Goldpreis hochgeht. Natürlich zahlst du Fertigungskosten. Natürlich, lass die Fertigungskosten mal bei, keine Ahnung, 1/3 sein oder so, ne? Aber das ist realistisch, dass der Goldpreis das irgendwann mal ausgleicht, ne? Gilt das auch für Piaget-Schmuck? Ey, hör mir auf, Alter, Piaget, wer interessiert sich für Piaget? Diese drehenden Ringe, Alter, also da machst du also Pomellato, Piaget, Bulgari, hier Wellendorf, all die, also das ist wirklich nur, also wer dir da sagt, dass das ein Investment ist, ja, ein Investment in deine Lebensqualität oder wie der eine Typ dir gesagt hat, das ist, also da ist gar nichts zu holen, ne? Selbst so ein Van Cleef & Arpels machst du auch ordentlich Geld platt, ordentlich. Ist ja auch okay. Also ich meine, das Leben besteht jetzt nicht nur aus Plusmachen. So funktioniert nun mal die Wirtschaft nicht. Sonst wäre es ja auch irgendwie ein kleiner Scheme. Das ist schon okay so, ne? Aber